So, welcome PSG family, and today I will be discussing my thoughts and opinions. Joao Felix and Ngolo Kante to Paris Saint-Germain. Bob, bob, bob. So, Joao Felixiano to Paris Saint-Germainiano. For me, it's very simple. This is a player I enjoy watching. Has, that raw talent that you want to see. Like how people are hyping up Kvaratskhelia. You know what? I'm not going to put them in the same category. One may be better than the other. I'm just saying, that pure talent that is missing in football right now, with all the robotic players we have seen recently in football dominating, especially in the Premier League, the robotic league. Joao Felix just he reminds me of old football, real football, not this robotic plastic Premier League football. So Joao Felix is a player that I would never say no to Paris Saint-Germain, but it depends on the deal and how it looks. So Atletico Madrid are asking for what they bought him for, which is 130 million, which is extremely stupid. Extremely stupid. I mean, we have seen United do the same thing when we were after Rashford last season. I thought, the price maybe is 60-70 million. Same thing here with Joao. But then United came out 130. And now Atletico Madrid are doing the same thing, slapping a 130 million price tag on Joao Felix. They bought him for that price, what, 3 seasons ago? 4 seasons ago, and he has only stagnated. If you look at his market value, it's just gone down and down and down. I think it's around 70 to 80 million right now, which is a bit feasible to make him a Paris Saint-Germain player. And to add on top of that, Joao Felix wants to leave, so they have a player that wants to leave the club right now in January. If a player wants to leave a club in January, that means he's really desperate to leave the club. And you're slapping 130 million price tag. Like, you need to help us negotiate here, because we're gonna make that happen. But you can't be stupid, Atletico Madrid. Of course, Luis Campos does have IQ. Doesn't lack IQ like Leonardo previously was, and he wants a loan deal, which is the best. I think a loan deal, and then maybe we can pay a certain price. But it's either a loan deal or max 55-60 million, because first of all, it's a risk, because Joao Felix has not performed at the heights he performed before he joined Atletico Madrid, both for the Portuguese and Atletico Madrid. So it's a risk signing him for a high price tag. Even 60 million I would say is high for what he's doing right now at Atletico Madrid. I just believe there is a much better player inside of him that just doesn't suit Atletico Madrid. So it's a risk. Second of all, he's not a starter, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on a player that's not going to start, especially if, most probably, Messi extends, because he's supposed to be the player that comes after Messi. That when Messi leaves, he will be the starter alongside Neymar and Mbappe, or who the forwards are at Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. So this is futuristic planning, so that's a very good thing from Campos. And second of all, he's wanting that loan with no obligation, please, because an obligation is still a risk. As I said, I will accept an obligation if it's not too expensive. Max 60 million, because as I said, it's still a risk and he's not a starter. I don't want to pay too much for someone that's not a starter, especially when we can get Christopher Nkunku for 60 million. So the best thing would be a loan with an option to buy, and I think that's what Campos is looking to do. And Atletico Madrid will become more, not desperate, but a bit more desperate. Of course, Joao Felix agent Jorge Mendes is discussing with Luis Campos a lot, so I'm not that bothered when it comes to this deal. Second of all, Ngolo Kante. No, it's a big no. I don't even have to talk that much about Ngolo Kante. He's just a player that I do not want to see at Paris Saint-Germain. I love the guy, and when he was at his best, amazing player. But listen, we rejected, or Luis Campos rejected, Ousmane Dembélé and Paul Pogba for similar reasons. Pogba was his injuries and he's not focused on football. Dembélé was his injuries and was not focused on football. And you can't forget that Dembélé, he was young at least. Pogba, not as old as Kante, but Kante is old. He's injury prone. He's not even a permanent starter at Chelsea FC, and his form, even in when he has played, he's not been at that level. So, do we really want to put him in and fuck up Vitinha's progress or even Fabian's? I know people jerk off to the idea of having Verratti Kante, but if we bought Kante in 2017 from Leicester, or even when Tuchel wanted him in 2020, I'm on the train. I'm on the hype train. I wanted Kante back in the days, but we're not in the back in the days, so don't be delusional, people. Stop obsessing with this Verratti Kante midfield, alright? Kante is ass. He's ass. He's done. I love the player. Respect him a lot, but he's not Paris Saint-Germain quality. And we would be helping Chelsea because they do not want to extend him. And to all the people that are questionable about Ramos and everything, Kante is just the same thing. It's an injury-prone, aging player that his home club does not want to extend him. They want him to leave. Now we're gonna help them with their garbage, with their rubbish? No. That's not what Paris Saint-Germain do. And to end it all, I want to add a bit about Endrick, the Brazilian superstar. Of course, a quote came out today saying he likes to watch PSG, Neymar, Messi and all of this. As I've said, Endrick, it's between Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, people can name Barca and Chelsea. But first of all, no one wants to join Chelsea, alright? I have never seen a club being rejected that much by players, by sporting directors, by managers, by pretty much everyone. And then, when it comes to Barcelona, listen, Endrick, biggest superstar since maybe Neymar Jr. coming out of Brazil, and I don't think he will want to move from the Brazilian league to Europa League. Slight upgrade, even if you can call it an upgrade, alright? So Endrick, I still believe it's between Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. Those are the front runners, and I think that they will become a deal towards the end of the World Cup. But what I think Palmeiras will do is they will just want that release clause to be paid. And they will see which club do want him most. Is it Paris Saint-Germain or is it Real Madrid? And yeah, we will see how that story goes. I can't say which club is going to. It's still very 50-50. Similar to the Kylian Mbappe extension, similar to Tchouaméni, similar to all of this. When Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain fight for a player or manager or sporting anybody, it's always a 50-50 battle because both have so much to offer a player, and I can definitely understand why this is a hard decision for my boy Endrick. But that was it. Make sure to comment down below. Do you want Joao Felix? So comment Joao Felix, yes or no. Ngolo Kante, yes or no. And Endrick, yes or no. With a percentage of it happening. But make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe and like this video as usual. And as usual, allez, bye.